All right, let's go part two on y'all. And I am just fascinated by this date. Absolutely, positively fascinated by this date. Let's start from the far left and work our way over. And this is the Bullet Building, known as 30 St. Mary Axe. It's shaped like a bullet in the city of London. It's 8154. 154, remember, is his time of birth. That is on the event day, on Rising Day. It does shift to 22 years. Remember, 22, and this goes back, 2 days previous on the event day, but 22 years. 22nd prime number 79, which is murder in simple gematria. Murder in simple gematria. I'll slow down. But on Rising Day, not only do the minutes begin with 11/7, but it's 3 months, 30 days for 33 code. That's the bullet building. Not a whole lot there with that, in my opinion. The total solar eclipse, there was two total solars and two total lunars that had a midpoint on the day Sirius the Dog Star rose. That was on August 12th, 2022. And this year, on the day Sirius the Dog Star rises, August 12th, 2026, 4 years later, every 4 years kind of thing. But the opposite of election years and the opposite of Olympic years, even numbered though, 2022 to 2024. This year, on August 12th, when Sirius the Dog Star rises, it's a total solar eclipse. That checks off the box of Back to the Future and Donnie Darko. And here it is, 1727 or 1/7/27 to the rising day. Now, iPet Goat is 727 in length. So I would call that direct smash hit. The other total solar, 251 days in the other direction from the midpoint of August 12th, 2022, was Lily an iPet Goat, 4/20/2023. And when you run her, it's 1223 days, 1224 if you include both dates. But what's even better is she delivered the flower full moon. And the flower full moon was May 5th. And that's when Obama's eyes got big, May 5th, 2023. And there it is, 1210 days. My son deceased on 1210. But notice that's 121 Antichrist on the rising day. It's 3 years, 3 months, 22 days for 322 code, 33 code, all of it, everything. Everything, everywhere, all at once, which I need to look at that movie. Everything, everywhere, all at once. And that'll be for another prep. We're not going to do that today, but I'm prepping it for it so we don't forget. Obama, 22. Obama to that date of when he got big, 22/5/54, if you include both dates, when his eyes got big and iPad Go, when he saw the flower, full moon, blossom. Notice it's 3222 in the weeks, and it's 22/5/55 in the days, including both dates. Direct smash hit all the way around. Personal cipher, smash, smash. Personal cipher, 22666, smash. Layer cake, whenever James Bond gets shot and killed. Daniel Craig dies at the end of the movie. Sure enough, on Die Day, it's 7998. The 98th verse is White Horse Crowning verse, 79 is Murder in Simple Gematria. Direct smash hit. But if you run it to the rising day, layer cake, it's a perfect 8,000 days even. Direct smash. The It novel. Notice the pages. 1,138. 138 is Donald Trump and Simple Gematria. September 15th, 1986, 86, 86, 86. When you run that date to the 86th day, it's 14,589. 589 is Donald Trump in the Jewish Hebrew Gematria. It's 39 years, 11 months, 10 days for 911 code. It's 479 months. 79 is murder in simple Gematria. Smesh, smesh, smesh. Girl with a Dragon Tattoo. It is December 21st and December 12th. Also Daniel Craig. 5370. We told you about the 37. So 5,370 days. 372 on Rising. 14 years, 8 months for 148 code, which is Donald J. Trump and Simple Gematria. Look at the hours, 128.88. And the other date to the Rising day, 5364. That's more of a personal cipher, but I couldn't resist. Let's go to the next set that is prepped. I can't believe that. Personal cipher there. All right, Donnie Darko. Let's go to Mad World song. Mad World. 8,289 on the event day. Remember, 289, the 289th prime number is 1879, which is 187 fused with 79 murder. 187 means murder in the entertainment world. Also California Penal Code. It's also the product of 11 times 17 for Zechariah 11:17. And the 187th prime number is 1117. So it's a double entendre of utter perfection, which is why they use 187 and why the California Penal Code named it what they did. The AI told them all what to do a very long, long time ago. Daniel Craig's birthday, March 2nd, 1968, of course, 68. 21362. 213, No Time to Die release date. 602 is Revelation of Strong's Concordance. Perfect. I think I ran for you the other day. If I didn't, the 213 release date of the song of No Time to Die, it's 23087. It's 2387. If you include both dates, it very simply goes to 2,388. 38 is death, 38 is murder. See previous video. This is number 2 on the playlist. And it's fused with 88, which is Trump. Perfect direct smash hit. One of the love interest in Casino Royale, Bond's love interest, 16,853. 46 years, 1 month, 21 days for 121 Antichrist. In simple gematria, 404 begins the hours, which is the amount of verses in the book of Revelation. Christian Bale, January 30th, 1974. He is 19,203 on Rising Day. When you include both dates, 203 represents February 3rd, or when Groundhog Day represents Rising per the movie Groundhog Day. If you know, you know. All right, so hang on just a quick second. All right, so the Surfside collapse, January 24th, 2021. FAKESTAGED event. And there it is, 1,888 days. It took place on 88th Street. Everybody was cleared. 440 Antichrist time. When you run it to the Rising Day, it turns into 189, and 1189 is Donald J. Trump in the Jewish Hebrew Gematria. Remember, 89 it's 589 and 1189. 89 is his name, either Donald Trump or Donald J. Trump in the Jewish Hebrew Gematria, the most biblical. Point Break, which means breaking point, July 10th and July 12th. It's 122 minutes. There's that 22 again. It keeps following us around everywhere. And on Rising Day, it's 35 years, but more importantly, 1117 is coded 1 month, 17 days for 117 code. 128, the date of May 8th, is baked in to the days. We told you that that is what this is all about. It is the mirror date. 58 stories of Trump Tower, 58 bedrooms of Mar-a-Lago representing sleep or death. And this date we're looking at of August 25th is the mirror. It is day 237 with 128 to go. Roadhouse, 121 minutes. 121 is Antichrist and Civil Gematria. March 8th, March 21st. March 8th, a perfect 900 even days. Smash. 128 in the weeks. 216.00 hours, which is 6 times 6 times 6 in James Bond's card tag. We've been over the 128. These are direct smash hits. The other date for Roadhouse, the new movie, Roadhouse, 888 days, even when you include both dates. Absolute smash, utter perfection. The other Roadhouse, May 19th, 1989. There's that 89 again. It keeps following us around like bubblegum on your shoe. And notice it is 13,614 days on Rising. 614 is his birthday. 447 months. Smash, 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 smash. The NFL schedule, it's perfect. You're not going to believe it, how it all works out. And I said, if these two teams are playing, it's going to tell me we got our date. And you know what the two teams were? What knocked down the Twin Towers? The Jets. What was Gotham's team in The Dark Knight Rises? The Steelers. Death and Rising coded. They play each other in the preseason. What a coincidence. Right before the event on August 21st. 4 days before the event. The Raiders, right eye utterly darkened, plays the Texans, who have the right eye with star. 49ers, remember 49 is his name, fused with Antichrist in reduction gematria, and they're playing the lightning bolt. Satan fell like lightning. When you move over to the actual date of the Rising, the Steelers are playing on Rising Day. They also played in The Dark Knight Rises. What a coincidence. Yes, on the Rising Day of Thursday, there's football. And you also have the 49ers, 49, which is his name in reduction with Antichrist, playing the right eye utterly darkened Raiders. Folks, we got our date. They did all of this absolutely, positively, perfectly on purpose. Looked up George Washington. George Washington's death date, 12/14. There's that 12/14 again. Remember 2020? So look at George Washington's so-called alleged death date. 8/27, which is the Rising date, fused with 79, which is murder on the murder day. 8/27/99 days. 226 in the years. Well, that's this year, 2026. Drop the zero, it's 226. There's your 8/11, 8 months, 11 days for 88 code. Yeah. When you run it to the Rising day, it turns into 8/28/01. And 8/28 is the lunar eclipse, just 3 days after the event. I know. Look at the weeks, 11,828 once again. So on the Rising day, remember George Washington, the apotheosis, all the presidents represent the Antichrist, and Washington was a god on the apotheosis. 8/28/01. Now, if you include both dates, it turns into 82/802. Well, remember, text to Trump was the same letters, 88/022. Just scramble them around a little bit. And they do that. So, Princess Diana, death date, born date. Death date, 10,586. 586, include both dates, turns into 587. That was the Israelite captivity. But if you run her to, and that was a very STAGED FAKE event, of course. When you run that death date of August 31st, 1997, turns into 10,588, 88, 88, 88. include both dates, it turns into 10,589, which is Donald Trump in the Jewish Hebrew gematria. 28 years, 11 months, 28 days for a double-digit palindrome. Impossible. Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. 179 minutes, 79 is murder. The Two Towers represent murder because the twins came down. There it is, 8664. On Rising Day, 8666. What? Yeah. So just like the Dark Knight was the opposite on the Rising Day and the Dark Knight Rises, the opposite. There it is, 866666666666 for the Rising Day. Can't make it up. Look at the weeks. 1238, death and murder. Boom, 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 boom. If you run it to the event day, turns into 1,237 because it's day 237, which we've been telling you. If you include both dates, turns into 8665. The 65th prime number is 313, the Zapruder film frame of the head wound. The other dates of the Two Towers, 8651 and 8650. There's that 65 again. There's the 86 again. So representing Rising, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. December 1st, which is 121, and the 17th and the 18th. And there it is, 8,303, 33 coded on event day, 305 and 306. Well, it's 22 years, also 22. As we said, the 22nd prime number is 79, which is murder in simple gematria. Look at the weeks, 1186. There's your 86 code. Once again, then 8288 on event day. So again, with the reversal, that's including both dates, the reversal of the Rising movie to event day. So they're reversing Death and Rising in both Lord of the Rings Two Towers and The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises and Return of the King. 8288 when you include both dates to event day. From Lord of the Ring Return of the King. Don't include both dates, 8288. O.J. Simpson's Bronco Chase. So 617 is a prime number. It's the 11-3 prime number, which represents Rising. That's why they did the white Bronco on 617. Well, on Rising Day, it happens to be 11-7, 59 days. 11-7 is coded. 32 years, 2 months for 322 code, 386 in the months, even on the 86th day. 1679 in the weeks, 79 is murder in simple gematria, even on the event day. These are direct smash hits. Direct smash hits. It's the same when the O.J. Ronald Goldman, FAKESTAGED event took place. When you run it to Rising Day, it's 11,764. 322.15, 386, 322% of a common year, all of it. Jaws, June 20th. 75, when you run June 20th, 75 to the 86ing day, it's 18694 to the Rising Day, 18696, which I told you 96 represents Rising. See previous video. It's 614 in the months, followed by 7 days because he is about to cleanse the church. It's not the abomination of desolation day. It's just when Satan possesses the body on Rising Day. That's a direct smash hit for Jaws, 186. University of Florida, Devil's Advocate University. They came and got the Devil's Advocate out of Gainesville, Florida, and said, "Go Gators," doing shots. We've explained to you many times how the head coach, they now have their 8th coach since Spurrier. The 8th is of the 7. January 6th, go figure, 1853, University of Florida. When you run that date, I can't give you too much. Of course, it has 83 in the months, which is murder. It's mainly a lot of more personal ciphers.